I am the Transportation Outreach Coordinator for Parking and Transportation Services here at CU.
Do you think your personal change will contribute to a greater change?
I hope that my personal change would contribute to a greater change. I like to think that even if just one person sees me recycling or biking to work or busing to work, that maybe that will influence them to do the same thing, and then somebody else will see that person, and so on and so forth.
Excellent. And how would you say that you identify with the Earth?
Well, I've heard that the Earth is viewed sometimes as, like you guys said, a supermarket, and you just take what you want, and I definitely don't agree with that. I think that it's our responsibility to take care of it and make sure that it stays healthy for future generations. And I don't like to think of my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren living in a world where there's no forests and there's starving children all across the earth. And I just think it's our job to be responsible with the resources that we have.
One of my questions for you is how can we personally influence you to live a more sustainable life? What would interest you and encourage you to change your outlook?
I think getting information out is really key, and really explaining how to do something. How do you recycle? How do you ride the bus if I'm interested in riding the bus? Where can I buy a bike? Just really basic, simple things just to encourage me to do the behaviors that you're looking for is really the key for me.
Okay, and obviously working here on CU campus as an environmentalist representative,
yeah.
What would you say, what actions do you take and what do you do personally to live a sustainable life?
Personally, right now I live very far away, but I did join a band pool, so I'm at least not alone on the road. When I move this summer, I do plan to move somewhere where I can at the very least take the bus every day to work. In the office, I always recycle. I have a stack of paper that I can use another side to print on, and my coworkers do notice that, and I think, wow, that's pretty cool. This never occurred to them to do that. I try to keep the lights off at the office. People come in and they just flip the switch on, and I go behind them and flip it back off again. Just plenty of sunshine. Just little things like that. At home, I try to recycle. I try to encourage my roommates to recycle and remind them to turn the lights off, and all the TVs in the house don't need to be on. So just little things like that.
So you live with multiple people in one residence?
Yes.
Okay.
And finally, one last question. If you could have just one suggestion to give to college students on campus, any suggestion to live more towards a sustainable life, what would it be?
I think it would have to be to think more about where you live. Since I'm in the role of a transportation outreach coordinator, before I had this job, I didn't really think about too much about where I lived and how I was going to get to the various places, my work and the grocery store and to the movies. And now that I've been in this job for a little while, I definitely see how if I chose a different place to live, I could reduce my impact by being able to bike and walk and bus. So that's what I would want, especially those graduating, to really think about is, you can make a change just by saying, well, maybe I'll choose this apartment over this apartment just because I can get more places sustainably.
Great, thank you.